Someone broke into Mike's house. A stranger suddenly appeared in his room. The stranger slowly turned his head, revealing a pair of tiny hands growing out of his cheeks and a mouth full of sharp teeth. Suddenly, the stranger snapped his fingers and the room went dark. Mike quickly turned on his phone flashlight, but the stranger was gone. The next second, the creature appeared right in front of him and lifted him off the ground. Mike struggled out of his clothes and ran downstairs half naked, but the stranger tackled him to the floor. He could only watch as the stranger pulled out a handful of maggots from his own head and stuffed them under Mike's armpit. Terrified, Mike kicked the creature away and ran into the kitchen, but he slipped on a can of deodorant that had fallen earlier and knocked himself out. When he woke up, he was tied up in the bathtub. Maggots were crawling under his armpits and across his chest while the stranger sat nearby playing his video game. Mike begged him to let him go and even offered his father's safe in exchange for his life. But the stranger only took out a bowl, plucked a maggot from Mike's body, and put it in his mouth to taste it. Mike screamed in pain, but the stranger kept pulling out the maggots one by one, leaving small holes all over his body. Finally, the bowl was full. The stranger crushed the maggots with his hand and swallowed them in big bites. After he finished eating, he packed the bowl into his bag and walked out of the house. Even now, 3 years later, Mike still remembers that night with fear. He warned a messy little boy in front of him to use some deodorant, but the boy pushed his hand away and walked off. Mike watched helplessly as the same stranger followed behind the boy. He ran outside in panic, but both the boy and the stranger had vanished.